I'm Michael. Today, I want to introduce parallel corpora. Let's look at the outline firstly. I will explain definition, types, applications, the role in translations, step by step. Firstly, before we talk about the definition of parallel corpora, I want to review the concept of corpus. Shirley, what is the corpus?
It's a place where plenty of information about the language is stored.
Okay. Corpus is a large collection of written or spoken texts. Based on this, a parallel corpus is a collection of texts. Each of the source text is translated into one or more other languages. Secondly, there are two ways to categorize. On the one hand, they can be bilingual or multilingual. On the other hand, they also can be unidirectional, bidirectional, and multidirectional. There are some models. Moreover, there are some examples of bilingual and bidirectional ones from Xiamen University parallel corpora website. We can see that corresponded with the Chinese word 发烧, there are three native English expressions, like including have a fever, got a temperature, run a temperature. We can see that there are some differences between Chinese and English expressions. For example, in the last lines, Chinese one uses 发烧 is a verb, and while English one uses word fever, it is a noun. According to this, Chinese translators can check the collocations, enhance word sense, and avoid Chinglish by searching words in parallel corpora. Any questions? Okay, let's move on. In the aspect of applications, the parallel corpora are mostly applied in contrastive linguistics. They are used to compile linguistic features and their frequencies into language subjects to do a contrastive analysis. And they also use it to investigate some similarities or differences between target language and source language, making a systematic and text approach contrastive studies at different levels. In other words, they also make use of comparative purpose to increase our understanding of two languages differences and cultural differences. Stick Johansson says that most contrastive linguists have either explicitly or implicitly made use of translation as a means of establishing cross-linguistic relationship. That means translation is a basis of contrastive studies. Connected with this, they are also applied it in translation studies. They can help translators to find a translational equivalence between source text and language texts. Because they provide information on the frequency of word-specific uses of lexical items, as well as collectional and syntactic patterns. Moreover, they are also used in statistical machine translation. This system is used in Google Translate or Udou Translator. The third application is lexicography. Parallel corpora are used more to design corpus-based bilingual dictionaries. There are some examples. These dictionaries are also used to CATTI, translation texts, translation test. The final one is also used for teaching. Teachers can use them to design teaching materials and provide authentic data in their teaching. The final one is the rule in translation. Person says that it is our belief that parallel corpora have a role to play in translator training environment, and that students can use parallel corpora to help them with translation, and that the findings from corpus-based studies of parallel corpora can and should inform the design and implementation of specialized translation courses. Parallel corpora can help translators to help translators better understand the source text at hand by drawing their attention to the regularities versus irregularities in the language performance, and help them acquire skills like consciousness and reflections of translation, making them more professional. There are some free websites of parallel corpora in China. The first one is from Xiamen University, and the second one is from Shaoxing Wenli University. This one is about《红楼梦》. That's all. Any questions? They are my reference.